Can you tell us who you are, what your role is, and who you represent?
My name is Rachel. I am part of Good Gym Nottingham, and I am one of the task force members, which means that I help organise the tasks that Good Gym do, and work with a couple of other people with Good Gym Nottingham to keep it up and running, and make sure that we've got volunteers to do the jobs that we do.
What are the kind of jobs that you do? How long have you been involved? What made you want to get involved?
Good Gym Nottingham started 3 years ago, but it actually began in London, I think in 2011. So it's been going several years. And I actually started doing it when I lived in London. And then when I moved up to Nottingham, initially it didn't exist here, but then it launched, as I said, 3 years ago, and I started doing it again. So the idea behind Good Gym is that you do volunteering within the community, but at the same time as getting fit and doing physical activity. So all of our tasks generally involve some kind of physical work. So things like gardening, litter picking, painting, cleaning, something that gets you moving. And the idea is that rather than just going to the gym and doing your exercise in the gym, that you're actually getting fit while doing something beneficial and good within the community. And a lot of groups actually encourage volunteers to run and cycle to their tasks as well. It's not always possible for us to do that in Nottingham, but as much as possible, we do try and encourage people to make their own way on their on their feet or on their bike, so they're getting additional exercise in at the same time as doing the task.
Would you have any advice for young people who'd like to get involved in sustainability or something like what you do?
Yeah, I mean, definitely by doing something like Good Gym, it's a great way to start getting involved. It means that you can basically just turn up and get stuck into a job, be it gardening in a community garden or helping out at a school allotment or helping at a food bank or something like that. And it's really flexible, so it doesn't require a kind of weekly commitment like some volunteering roles do. So you can dip in and out of it, and it's really there's no sort of lengthy forms that you need to fill in order to do it. So it's a great kind of way to get started without having to jump through too many hoops. And the group that we have are really welcoming. And, obviously we always want to see new members come along. So yeah, if anybody's keen, then I would think this kind of thing is a great way to start seeing what's out there, and how you can get involved in local projects.
Would you say you've learnt anything from working with Good Gym?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the main things I've learned is about all the amazing local projects and initiatives that are going on that you just don't hear about. We've worked with so many different charities and organisations who are doing excellent work in the local area, and we've met so many amazing people as well who are involved in sustainability projects and local charities and things, and also discovered places that you don't know that existed as well, because we go and work in lots of different pockets around the city, like community gardens and just places that you didn't really know that they're there. You might walk past them every day, or you commute past and there's a little patch of community garden just the other side of the bush. So yeah, definitely I think that's something that we've all learned by doing Good Gym Nottingham.
Do you think that maybe by being around people who have a care for the planet has driven you more?
Yeah, definitely. I think volunteering like this tends to attract a very specific kind of person and a very like-minded, group of people. So everybody has something in common that they want to get involved, and they're there to do good in the community and contribute. And I think that definitely does keep you going back week after week, and also seeing the results of the work that we're doing. And we do visit lots of projects repeatedly, so we go back time and time again, and you can see the work that you did last time. You can often see carried over to the next time that you go. So it motivates you to keep going.
Would you say Good Gym is a place to start when wanting to get involved in sustainability? And does it help to work with groups of people to take small steps collectively?
Yeah, definitely. I think that when you think about trying to make a difference, you don't really know what that means on a bigger scale. But if you when you sort of bring it down to your local level, there are definitely ways that you can make a difference. And if you come along to Good Gym, you can make a difference. It's maybe a small difference to you, but it's a very big difference to the local community. And then together with the rest of the volunteers and then all the other groups that are doing the same thing, you know, you are actually making a big difference, you know, collectively. So yeah, I think if somebody doesn't really know where to start, I think this is a good place to start. And also you can get to make lots of connections through doing it. So if you want to you know, work in this kind of area or perhaps be involved in it a bit more deeper in future, you'll make connections with people in the local area who are working in that field. And we have people who have started as a Good Gym volunteer and now they're actually volunteering at one of the organizations that we've worked with, you know, on a more regular basis. So yeah, it's definitely a good way to get into that kind of thing.